Your VA rating can be reduced if you're 100% permanent in total. I'm Combat Craig, and I'm 100% permanent in total. And I want to make sure to clear this up. Yes, they can absolutely reduce your rating. Permanent in total means that all of your disabilities are considered to be static. And when your disabilities are considered to be static, you simply have no routine future exams scheduled. So it'll just stay like that. There's a couple rules: 5-year rule, 10-year rule, 20-year rule. The 20-year rule is the one when you're safe. So if you've had 100% permanent total for 20 years straight in a row, they can't take your rating no matter what. The first question is, why do you even want to file another claim? You're at 100% permanent in total. I talked to somebody the other day, and he's like, yeah, well, I want to get sleep apnea service connected. So the idea here is he wants to go from 100% permanent in total, file another claim, which isn't going to change his rating at all. He's still going to be at 100%. But what he's doing is he's opening his claim up, and he's risking that rating because he could totally get reduced. He has no routine future exams, but whenever you file for an increase or file another claim, that all goes out the window. It starts over again. So think about that and know why you're filing a claim. If you're doing it just because you think the VA should acknowledge that you have sleep apnea, that's a pretty weak way to go about it. I do understand it, but mathematically it doesn't make sense. I'm going to go ahead and use myself as an example here and do some math for you, so this makes sense a little better, hopefully. And if you want to supercharge your VA claim, head on over to combatcraig.com and sign up for my boot camp. Lots of tidbits in there, regardless of your knowledge of VA claims. I guarantee you I'll teach you something. All right, so I'm already 100% permanent in total. Using normal math, which VA doesn't use, they use special math. I'm at 190% if you add up all my disabilities. That equals 100%. So if I add on another disability for 50% or even 200 more percent, I'm still going to be at 100. So there's no point in me filing another claim. I have a friend of mine that got out of the service recently within the last couple of years, and he got everything service connected, and he walked away with 380%. So he has a lot more stuff service connected than I do, but he also gets 100%. There's no difference. So I know guys that are, 380. I'm at 190. There's guys in the 200s, 300s, 400s, whatever. It's all 100%. So make sure you know why you're filing another claim and what the result can be. If you're not going to get any money or a higher rating or any more additional benefits, there's no point in risking your claim, because that's the other thing. Whenever you file another claim, you could open yourself up to a reduction. The one exception to this rule, if you're at 100% and you can't get any higher, the one exception to this rule where you might think about filing another claim is if you qualify for special monthly compensation. Personally, I think I qualify for two of them, SMCS and SMCK. If I was able to win both of those, I would probably get an extra $450 a month. For me, where I sit right now, it is not worth going after one or two of these special monthly compensations and risk a reduction of my claim. Like, I would be so pissed if I went from $3,100 down to $2,000 a month again or something because I went after some special monthly compensations. Now, I think my medical evidence is strong. I don't think they would reduce me, but you don't know what the VA is going to do. But we do know that this is what they like doing: underpaying, not compensating us, and yanking reductions. So I already know that about the VA going in. So for me, where I sit right now, it's not worth an extra $400 a month. You have to look at this for yourself. Maybe $400 is worth risking the $3,100. If I use my friend as an example, who's at 380%, let's say he goes and files a claim. There's no guarantees starting off, right? So the only options are you either win your claim or you lose your claim. You could also lose your claim and get reduced. So let's say I'm using my friend's numbers. I'm at 380%. I go after these two special monthly compensations. I don't get those, and they reduce a couple of my disabilities. I go from 380 to 280. I'd still be at 100%. They could probably tinker around with the permanent total part, but I wouldn't actually be reduced. That's the kind of buffer that would make more sense to me, but I'm not in that situation. I'm at 190. I don't have much wiggle room. If they take away, 20%, it's going to affect everything. I was awarded 100% permanent and total when I was 50 years old. I am not going, if I maintain that rating for 20 years solid, when I'm 70 years old, nothing changes, I'm 100% safe, with the exception of fraud, which isn't an issue. So maybe when I'm 70 years old, I'll feel like going after that special monthly compensation, or I'll be in worse shape. But that's my current plan as I sit here when I'm 52. Every claim's different. Every situation's different. If you really understand your medical evidence and you believe you should be compensated, by all means, go for it. But, have a reason why you're going for it. For me, special monthly compensation is the only thing that makes sense if you're 100% P&T, because you can't get higher than 100%, right? This is the kind of stuff that I teach in my boot camp. We shouldn't have to come up with strategies for our VA claim. It should be straightforward. I'm disabled, file a claim, and win. But it doesn't work that way. You have to prove and fight for everything from the VA. They just don't break it off. Historically, they're like that. So you need to have a strategy, and this is one of them. 100% P&T doesn't automatically mean you're safe. The older you get, the less likelihood of them reducing you once you go over 55 or something like that. But if you don't have your medical evidence in order, and you haven't been going to the doctor and making complaints, and they can somehow prove that your disability's gotten better, and I guarantee you that's exactly what they're going to be looking at, I wouldn't do it. Now, what I do and what you guys do are different, right? We're different people. You have different set of circumstances surrounding your disabilities, but this is just me, and that's why I want to make this video. You're not safe at 100% permanent and total, especially if you file another claim. So be aware of that. For me, I'm happy at, I think it's $31.46 for a single veteran. I don't want to reduce that for an extra $300 or $400 a month and risk going back down to $2,000, and then I lose all my benefits at 100% P&T as well. Property tax benefits, there's tons of them. My permanent ID card, all that other stuff that I get. So that's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Let me jump in here real quick and tell you about my boot camp. If you want to learn more about the VA claims process, check out my boot camp. You can talk to me live. There's a link on the website and in the description, combatcraig.com. And also, if you need medical evidence like a nexus or documenting your symptoms properly, go to our website, combatcraig.com, and it says medteam/nexus letters. Click on that link, fill out the form, boom, you're done.